Okay, so hello everybody. My name is Sheyi Obasi, and today I am on this Zoom meeting with Jackson, who is one of graduates, so to say, of the Niger to Canada Japa System currently here in Canada, and we're going to be talking about his experience trying to get a study permit in Canada. So, Jackson, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you, Shay, for having me.
Okay, so just give us a brief intro of yourself.
Okay, my name is Jackson. This is Jackson Ame. I'm a Nigerian from Benue State. I'm here in Canada by the grace of God. A graduate student in the University of Canada West. I'm doing my MBA in Canada here. I came in September 22nd, and it's been an interesting time here in Canada.
Mm.
Though I'm still very fresh, but with what I've seen in the past 1 or 2 weeks, I think it's going to be an exciting place to be, thanks to the Canada Japa system.
Okay. That's very great. I'm so happy for you. Like, I'm always happy for anybody who comes into Canada, even though people have different stories. But for me, I think it's a great experience. Okay,
Yeah.
so you mentioned the Niger to Canada Japa system. So can you tell us a little bit about why you purchased the Japa system and how it was able to help you on your Canada journey?
Okay, so I've never heard about the Canada Japa system. My sister-in-law once posted it on her WhatsApp status, and then I didn't know what it was, so I just click on the link. You know, when you see links, you just click on it, and I was curious to know what it is all about. And then I went through the status and the brief introduction of the Canada Japa system. So I now private chat her that, sister, I'm seeing this on your platform. So what is it all about? She said it's a study, it's a guide for people who want to come to Canada, a step-by-step approach. And I was interested in it. Not really that. I've been planning to come to Canada since 2019. I've been in the express entry pool for since 2019 October. I've written IELTS like 2 times.
Mm.
Uh, and then things seems not to be working. So when I saw the Canada Japa system, I said, well, let me try it and have a look. So, when you are reading the Canada Japa system, the introductory part, you'll be interested to be scrolling down, scrolling. I was waiting to see where I will just jump into the main matter. And then they say, click here, link here, and all of that. So I even chatted my brother that this Canada Japa system, they're asking me to pay 25K that time. Oh. He said, I better just forget all these people, all those payment of a thing. But I was like, no, uh, you know, anything that is cheap or anything that is free has its own consequences. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I didn't even discuss it with them again. I just went ahead. I paid for my subscription. I got the Canada Jaguar system. And then I think it was a quite number of pages then. I don't know, maybe they have updated it now. And it was interesting to read. And I saw how she explained how she started, how she had visa rejection before, and then how she had to reapply again, and how she got the admission, scholarships. I was interested because I like things that are prepared in an excellent way. So that was how I got to know about the Japan system, and I purchased it, and I read about it, and I didn't have to use an agent. I just had to use what I learned in the Japan system, and it helped me a lot because, okay, firstly, I used it to even process visa for my wife, and then the visa came out in less than a week. I was like, wow.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's shocking.
I applied for her visa on the 26th of April, And by the 5th of May, we got a PPR. And I was like, so this is the magic. And so that was what it was, the Canada Japa system that gave me the confidence. Initially, I was going for an agent. I wanted to use an agent. In short, I had contacted an agent.
Mm-hmm.
He has even secured admission for me. And then the plan was to pay the agent. He was actually charging me $3,000, The plan was to pay the agent to help me process my Canada visa. But when I read the Japa system, I said 25,000 visa fees, $3,000 is quite a huge.
Yeah, it
So
is.
I pocketed my $3,000, and then and I had to use the 25,000 manual that I bought, and that was how God helped us with her guidance, with Shei's guidance. You were always checking up. You proofread the documents. We had Zoom calls. We had it's a WhatsApp calls and all of that. So with all the guide and the assistance, I was confident enough. I did my SOPs or letter of explanation. I
Mm-hmm.
sent it to you. You reviewed it. With the feedbacks and the comments. And that was it. So after I did apply for my wife through the Canada Japa system, and the visa came out in like 2 weeks, I was so confident, and I
Yeah.
applied for myself. And luckily, by the grace of God, I also got my visa application approved. And through the Canada Japa system, I have Japa, and I have.
Okay, great. That's a great story. Congratulations.
Thank you. See.
Congratulations. And there are a lot of people who also get the Japa system. They come back to me, they tell me the materials are so many, there's so much things. And because they are in a lot of hurry, you understand, I always tell people to calm down. So do you think that the materials are too many or too cumbersome or hard to understand or hard to follow?
Sorry to say this, most of us that come from Nigeria or the part of Africa where I come from, we like shortcuts.
Absolutely.
And in my 2 to 3 weeks experience here in Canada, I discovered that there's no shortcut anywhere. And I was just telling some of my folks that you see why they say you must read for IELTS is because you must read. You must read. Nobody have time to explain anything to you, so you must be able to read hard. So the Canada Japa system has a lot of information. In short, one of the intriguing part of that document was where you were writing about different kinds of letter of explanation and how all about that. So you brought different specialization. If you are going for an MBA, this is what you write. If you are going for a master's, if you are applying for research, the informations are very, 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 very rich. Well, to me, they are not much because I like book, I like reading. So it gives me, it makes me to sort for more information. So it's well defined. The headings are well explained. So if you don't want to read all, just take the one that is peculiar to you. Like my own issue was how to put up a convincing letter of explanation or an SOP. So I dwelt more on that aspect of the Japa system. All the other story on express entry, on provincial nomination, because I knew I
Oh,
was
wasn't
not
your problem. Yeah.
exactly. So you
Yeah.
filter the information that is more important
Relevant.
to you.
Yeah.
So that was what I did. So I don't think it's much. And now that I have come in through the study route, the material also have other explanation on other routes. So if I decide to use another route in the future, I will not have to
Yeah.
buy another book. I will still return
Exactly.
back to the Japa system. So it's very rich, and I think the content are well prepared.
Okay. Great. Great. So since you've been in Canada for a few weeks, I mean, what is your experience? What do you think of Canada? What is your experience? And like people
Actually,
always ask me, do you rather go back? I know it's cold, so don't even tell us that one.
you
What,
know,
what is the experience? And what do you have to say to people who are planning to come based on what you've experienced in the few weeks that you have been here?
Yeah, a lot of friends have asked me about that, and I use one phrase to answer that question. It is better experienced than explained.
Can explain.
Because no matter how I'm going to explain it to you, you may not understand it until you are physically here.
Yeah.
I've been here before. I've been in Canada before. That was last year, but I came on a visit. You know, in the Bible, when Joshua and Caleb went to go and possess the Canaan land, they first of all when they are spies.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
so
To
I came
spy
as
the
a spy.
land.
I came as a spy. I saw that life could be better, and there was no point wasting my time in Nigeria. I had a very good job.
Yeah.
I had a very good job. I was taking about 18 million per annum in Nigeria, so it's a kind of good job, you know.
Yes, it is.
But when I saw the difference here and what it is in Nigeria, I sacrificed, you know, the so-called, you know, in Nigeria you have this Oga title, you're a boss,
Yes, it's true.
you
I
know, but
get it.
the quality of life here, things seems are working. I was just telling some of my friends 2 days back that the kind of train we use here is the sky train, you know. And the infrastructure is amazing. The
Yeah.
environment is sweet. You don't need to, things are working. You know, a system where things are working. You don't need to do anybody. Jobs are available. I'm being the one rejecting jobs since I came.
Rejecting jobs, exactly. I did the
Been
same
the one
thing.
rejecting job because I came for study, so I want to concentrate on it at least for
Yeah.
the first
For
one,
the
two
first,
months
yeah, few months.
because
Yeah.
the academic work is very demanding. So I
Yeah.
just want to stabilize before I start thinking of but
A
a lot
job.
of jobs there. There are jobs on InstaJob, there are jobs on Indeed, there are jobs on Zip Recruiter, a lot of jobs, you know.
Yeah.
If you just have the skill set required to succeed, man, Canada is the sky is the starting point, not just the, you know. So I think for those who want to stick on, I don't think they should be, especially if you are comparing it to Nigeria, I don't think it's comparable.
Okay. Wow. Thank you very much. So that's all the question I have for now. I don't want to take too much of your time. And I want to, on behalf of myself, thank the Canada Japa System for all the guidance we gave you. And I know that there are still people that are, a lot of people have been bouncing around the idea of should I buy, should I not buy? They slip into my DM, ask me questions, and yeah, they don't want to buy for one reason or the other, but they need the information. So since you've gone through that experience, please help me tell them, you know, the benefit of them getting the Niger to Canada Japa System. Even though I know you've done that anyway, maybe just in one sentence. It's like a promo. Give us a one sentence promo
You
of
know,
the Niger to Canada Japa System.
I'm not the one sentence man. If you ask me to talk, I will just talk episode. Okay, but let me just give a brief analogy or something. Like in my program right now, having paid tuition fee, having paid medicals and all of that, uh, we are doing a course and then you are required to purchase a material, like a textbook, a study guide. You know, it's compulsory, you know, like $100 and something and all of that. Many students were like, how can we not buy? We don't want to buy, but there's no way you cannot buy. And I discovered that if you don't buy it, you don't have access to it. If somebody is explaining to you, he's explaining based on what he understood.
Exactly.
He's not explaining from the right source, and he could cut and join information that can even lead you astray. So my advice is that if you are ready to come, just pay the price. You know, for you to come to Canada, you must spend money. That is just the truth. You must have proof of funds. You must provide documents to show you are capable of. So I don't know how much the Jaguar system, how much it costs now, but my time it was if you convert it in dollars, I don't think it's up to 100 Canadian dollars, even up
No,
to now. Yeah, but
even
so
now it's
they
not.
so I don't think it's a big amount of money to not to invest. It's actually an investment. You know, I told some people that in the course of my preparation to come to Canada, I had to take a loan somewhere and I had to pay 11% interest. Imagine taking like 5 or 6 million naira loan. I had to pay 11% interest on that loan for 90 days on a straight line basis. And And when the person was asking me, why do you have to do that? I said, it's an investment,
It's
bro.
an investment, yeah.
Now I've gotten what I wanted. So the interest I paid is insignificant or immaterial compared to what I've achieved. So if you throw a few coins to get the Canada Japa system, I don't think it's a big thing. I don't think it's something too hard for us to do. So for most of you out there who want to come to Canada, you need the right information, you need the right guide, and Canada Japa system is the way to go. Shaye is, I don't know. Maybe you should form an NGO, not for profit making. Because apart from selling the book, you follow up on your client. That is the most important part of it. You
Yeah.
follow up on your student, as in how far she was always checking out, okay, is there any way I can help? Those are services you can never get in Canada. Nobody have time for you. Nobody have
Yeah,
time to
so
follow you up. If you have bought something, she can. So I think
oh
that's
my
what I have
God.
to say and advise those who
Okay.
want to come. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay, and thank you everybody that has joined us for this interview. So you have heard from the horse's mouth, a graduate of the Canada Japa system. The Canada Japa system works. Like, I don't even need to sound it. It does work. So if you have a plan to come to Canada to study and you want to also join me in an interview like Jackson and also want to enjoy the good life in code that is in Canada, go ahead and click the link below this video and get the Canada Japa system today. I will be waiting for you on the inside to help you. Take care now. Jackson, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Um,
All right.
okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Bye for now. Just
Bye bye.
wait.